So whether you're crossing the road, skateboarding or playing ball, you've got to take care. Here's a song about a little boy called Danny Jones who ran into the road.
Little Danny Jones was only 4 years old. He was lonely in his house, doing what he was told. He sneaked out through the back door to call for his mate and ran down the garden pathway through the open gate. Danny felt so grown up being away from his home. In an adult world, now he was on his own. But just as Danny ran up to the edge of the curb, this is the voice that the little boy heard. Hey, it's Mr. Safety here. When I'm around, you've got nothing to fear. Just remember, children under 5 years old shouldn't be allowed out on the open road. So parents, keep your gates locked when you're not about, and never, ever, ever let your young ones out. When Danny Jones grew older and he started to school, he was told the Green Cross Code was the golden rule. His teacher said, now be alert whenever you can, and always take advice from the lollipop man. One day, when he was late for school, no one was around. He paused at the curb and couldn't hear a sound. As he stepped between two cars, parked at the curb, this is the sound that little Danny heard. Hey, it's Mr. Safety here. When I'm around, you've got nothing to fear. Just because you've listened and can't hear a sound, it doesn't mean to say there is no traffic around. Never ever cross the road between parked cars, or you'll end up in heaven way above the stars.
Hello boys and girls, I'm Mr. Safety, and it's my aim to make sure you stay safe and alive, just like little Danny Jones. Every day on the roads, 2 children will be killed and 142 injured, and others will be burned in a fire or drowned. Here I have a safety shield, which is a reminder of all the safety codes which we should learn. It isn't a magic shield, but as I said, simply a reminder. And over here we have a blue code for water safety, which means don't play near rivers and canals, and wear a life jacket if you go in the sea in the summer on holiday. Over here we have a red safety code for fire, which means don't play with matches and don't get burned. Now over here we have a new yellow code for skateboarding. Although that can be fun, make sure that you don't go on the roads or the pavements near people, and wear proper safety gear. Now last but not least, we have our green safety code, and I'm sure you all know what that stands for. Green for the Green Cross Code. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. I hope all of you, like these children here, know your Green Cross Code. But knowing the Green Cross Code is only part of what we have to do to keep safe and alive today. We have to use common sense and to think. Do you know how long it takes to have an accident? Think about it. Have you thought? The children and I are going to show you just how long it takes. Are you ready, boys and girls? Now. That's how long it takes. Just 1 second. I know you can't always find a safe place. You can't find a subway or a zebra crossing, a footbridge or a lollipop lady. That's when doing the Green Cross and thinking what it's all about can make sure you stay safe and alive. In case you've forgotten the Green Cross Code, the children and I are going to show you just how it should be done. Right, boys and girls, a zebra crossing is a very safe place to cross, but if you know how to cross it properly. So let's go over to the zebra crossing and do our Green Cross Code and show all the boys and girls that are watching. So let's have Police Constable Lee over here. for a moment, and you can stand there and watch your friends. And can we have Lollipop Lady Desireen? Here we are. That's fine. Hold the stick up nice and straight, and the boys and girls can get up here to the edge of the curb, one behind the other. That's fine. Now, as I said, this is very safe, but we must still do our Green Cross code, because people sometimes think it's magic, don't they? And it isn't, because cars can still knock you down even on a zebra crossing. So we've stopped at the curb, right? We've looked all around and we've listened, and it seems safe to cross, and we have our Lollipop Lady here. So let's walk smartly across and keep looking and listening while we cross. Over you go. And keep on the black and white stripes all the time. That's very, very good. Well, what did you think of that, Police Constable Lee? Very good. Shall we make sure that they know it one more time?
Yes.
Right, over you go then. Keep looking and waggle your heads as you go. Left and right, all around. And back to your places. And our policeman and Lollipop Lady can also go back to their places. Right, now, if you can't find a zebra crossing and you have to cross between parked cars, there's a proper way to do it. And we still must use the Green Cross code. This time, we walk up to the edge of the curb and check in both cars that there are no drivers in there. If there are no drivers, we can then walk out to the edge of the cars, but then we must stop. We must do our Green Cross code again, and if it's safe and there is no traffic coming, we cross, looking and listening all the time. If for any reason you feel unsafe, then do not cross, but go and find another safe place and do the Green Cross code there. But if you can, use a zebra crossing. Now, talking of animals, has anyone been to Africa? Well, they have a special code over there, and it says, never run in front of a crocodile. And they call it the Green Croc Code. Did you like that? But seriously, would you run in front of a crocodile? I'm sure you wouldn't. You see, a crocodile, if it ran over a car, couldn't hurt it. But a car could run over a crocodile and kill it. And it could kill you too. So why do people run in front of cars when they're even more dangerous than crocodiles? Make sure you don't. Now, how many of you like playing with a ball? I thought you might. Now, do you think it's a very good idea to carry the ball to a park or safe place under your arm?
No.
That's very good, because the ball could easily roll out like that. It could run into the road. You would run after it, and you could get squashed along with the ball, couldn't you? So it's much safer to carry the ball to the park or wherever safe place you're going, and to carry it in a bag just like that. And then you won't be tempted to run into the road because the ball's safe, isn't it? Right. Now, do you remember the yellow code for skateboarding safety that I was talking about earlier? Well, skateboarding can be tremendous fun, but it also can be very, very dangerous. Not only could you have an accident, but you could cause accidents to other people. You could knock people down if you skateboard on the roads or the pavement. You could run into the road, off the pavement, under a car and be killed. And if you wear elbow pads, knee pads and a crash helmet, when you find a safe place, this will prevent a lot of accidents. And then you can enjoy this new super sport and be safe at the same time. Now, always remember to be careful and to think when you're skateboarding. Always remember to think when you're near fire. Always remember to think when you're near water. Always remember to think when you're crossing the road. In fact, always remember to think whatever you're doing, and then you will avoid accidents. Now, I've written a song called The New Revolution, Think, and the boys and girls and I are going to sing it for you. If you'd like to, it's very easy. Just watch us, follow what we're doing, and please join in. And I hope you'll learn from it, and I hope you'll enjoy it. You gotta show it, that you know it, and every time you cross the road, stop, look and listen. It's the latest, the greatest, simpler than you think. Everybody's doing the new revolution. Think. You gotta show it, that you know it, and if you do, then keep on showing it. The green cross code. Look to the right and look to the left. Everybody's doing the new revolution. Think. You gotta keep on looking all around. Make sure that you can hear a sound. Remember your green cross code for the road. Keep looking to the left and right. Make sure there are no cars in sight. And if you're walking in the dark, wear something bright at night. You gotta show it, that you know it, and if you do, then keep on showing it. The green cross code. Look to the right and look to the left. Everybody's doing the new revolution. Think. Well, boys and girls, if you keep looking, keep listening, keep thinking, you'll keep living, and we'll all meet again one day. Bye now.
Lots of good advice there from Mr. Safety, so I hope you're going to think, and put it into practice. Now, I hope someone's got a paper and pencil handy, because I've got a couple of addresses for you. If you'd like copies of the skateboard code mentioned by Mr. Safety, you can write to the British Safety Council and they'll send some to your school. The address is the British Safety Council, 62 to 64 Chancellor's Road, London, West 6, 9RS. And if you'd like copies of the two records, Little Danny Jones and The New Revolution Think, you can get them from Mr. Safety for the special look-in price of 50p for the two, and that also includes postage. Write to Mr. Safety, Matlock, Derbyshire, enclosing 50p, and he'll send them to you.
And that's all we got for you today, except to tell you next time we've got some exotic dancers, some mime, and we hope you'll join us then. And do remember, look after yourselves. All right?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.